Okay, so I welcome you for this training on Power BI as a part of an analytics training program on data analyst. And this training program is completely for the educational purposes. Okay, so I hope that you can use these videos for further reference. Now, we're talking about aspects related to Power Query Editor. Okay, so we were talking about Power Query Editor, and we have seen row level transformations. Next, we have seen a row and column level, just added here. Next, we have seen transformations related to splitting up of the column. Next, we have seen transformations related to like adding a column and custom and conditional column. And we have also seen view tab. Got it? We have seen a view tab related to data profiling. Next, we have seen say column distribution. Now, can you let me know what is column distribution here, Vijay?
Okay, that one splits the date, right? When the two dates are given by hash or separated by this thing.
No, no, column
So we
distribution.
can,
I'm talking about view tab. In view tab, we have got data profiling, or we can call it as column profiling as well, and column distribution.
okay, I'll see, I'll check it out again.
Okay, fine. So column distribution is used to find out unique values. Okay, so in case of data modeling, we will go for finding out the unique values. We usually go for column distribution. Okay, so that's one thing that we can use for, and like I just highlighted, the conditional column approach. Okay, so most of the times you'll be having say you have discount band. Okay, so none would be related to like low sales or low would be related to medium sales. Likewise, okay. So Power Query Editor is making use of all the existing columns, and it is called as a ETL editor. Okay, so this is what we will be looking into in most of our part, which is completely related to the transformations that we will be seeing in Power Query Editor. Okay, so practice more of transformations, and you will come to know like where to use it, how to use it, and all. Right. So then we have also got date and time transformations, and the one thing that we'll be looking for exclusively is data type. Okay, so we have got date data type, and we have got text data type. Got it? And we have also got say a true or false, which is like a conditional
Boolean.
related data type. So in data type, we have got date. Next, we have got date or time. Next, we have got say like duration, which is also a time related function in data type. Okay, so here and the one thing which is common when it comes to number related column is the number data type. Okay, so we have got, yes, can you let me know a few data type related to number? The text we are on have to it as text itself, true or false. It is related to binary is also a data type. So this one is related to the conditional ones. Which is okay. So can you tell me this one, the number data type?
It's like integer float like that.
Okay, so I think you are not gone through the videos, right? Uh,
Not full of it. I didn't practice full of everything because there was a lot of content, no?
yeah, fine. So we'll be having like fixed decimal number. Okay, then we have got whole number, right? So this is what will be generally saying it in terms of number, and we have also got currency. Got it? So these are the few data types that we will be seeing it, and we can also change the data type. Okay, so data type error is one thing that you can minimize by changing the data type. Okay, so these are the points that you need to remember once a data set is loaded into Power BI. Okay, so there's one more thing what I wanted to highlight today here is we are talking about, we just say it as agenda for today. Okay, so we are talking about queries. We call it as queries in Power Query Editor. Getting my point? We are talking about queries in Power Query Editor, which means that each query, like the one which I've used, is to be made combined, merge queries. Next, we have got append queries. Next, we have got append queries. So these are the two things that we will keep in mind when we are talking today. And I want you to understand the difference between these two queries, because any interview question would be based on merge and append queries. And in merge queries, we will discuss the concepts of joins as well. Once you see SQL classes being started, you will come to know and understand what do you mean by joins, and I will try to explain how these joins works, and you can focus more on the queries, how to merge it, and how to append it, when to merge it. All right. So we are going to see that in a while. Okay. So these are the two types of queries which will come into picture when we are having the queries or the data sets that is the like Power Query Editor. Okay. So next we are talking about merge queries and append queries. Like we are going to jump into Power Query right now, and we are going to have the one which is shown here. Okay, so this is one thing what I had in my mind, and the financial data set is quite sufficient to explain that. Okay, now let us go on to Power Query Editor. Click on Transform Data. Once we have clicked on Transform Data here, so we have got the Transform Editor tab which opens, and all the applied steps are being there at the right hand side. Okay, so these are the applied steps which are there, and we are going to see how we can evaluate the append queries and merge queries. Okay, so for that what I'll do, I'll just make a copy of this financials tables. Let me double click it. So I'll be having financials one. Next, let me double click this, and I'll be having financials go to. Okay, I'll just keep it like that. So I think I have made a mistake here. Financials, can just take it. Now, as of now, you can see financials one, and I'll reduce the row count by some value. Okay, I'll reduce the row count by some value, and let me wait for it to load. Remove rows, remove bottom rows. Say I'll just remove some 300 bottom rows. Okay, I'll just remove some 300 bottom rows. Now what happens here is when I remove the like bottom, the last 300 rows here, so you will be having bottom 300 rows which are removed. Let me show in the transpose, like I go to transform and click on count number of rows here. Okay, so we have got 400, right? So I'll just read the step and I'll be having the 400 rows in the first query. Now in the second query, what I need to do here is I'll be just removing, say, the top, say, 200 rows. Okay, so I'll be removing the top 200 rows. Go to transform, click on count rows, and I'll be having 500 rows here. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I want to merge these two like queries. Okay, I want to merge these two queries, right? So once I want to merge these two queries, what should I do? So I should look into the attribute style. Okay, the columns. Don't you think that the columns are
Mm-hmm.
same here?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. So the columns are same
Mm-hmm.
in financials 1 and financials 2. Okay, financials 1 and financials 2. So in that case, what I can do here is I can go for append queries or append queries as new. I'll go for append queries as new because it functions the same way. Append queries, like it will take a common one, like which you have selected at first, and then you can
Okay.
append. So we can also append three or more tables like what we have. We can also append three or more tables. Now at the moment, what I'll be doing here is I will just go for say financials one, next financials two, and I can click on OK, right? So I'll click on OK here. So this is the new appended query that we have got at the moment, which is there here. Okay. Now let me verify the transform tab. Go to count rows and I have got 900 rows. Now, do you think that 900 rows is the correct answer?
It should
We
be
want,
700. No?
yes, it should be 700. So in that case, what I can do here is there is an option where we can remove the duplicates. Okay, so we can have a removing of duplicates from one of the columns. Okay, so if the duplicates are removed, you will be just getting the final result here, just like the unique values which are there. Okay, so in that case, what you have to do here is you can go for say identifying a common column having say if I just want to see here if I want to have a index column. Okay, so I'll just have an index column from 0 to 1. Clear? So index column which would be from 0 to 1 here. So you can identify based on the view tab, go to the column distribution, and you can see that what are the techniques that is being common here. Okay, so what are the ideas or like what are the values which are common here? Okay, so in that case, you can just go for these options, whatever I have told you, and you can get the query result. Okay, so you can get the query result, right? So in that perspective, you can go for removing the rows at that time. Clear?
Just
So
check the column health and like that one.
yes, everything. It's not column health, it is a column distinct and the unique values. Okay,
Mhm.
got it. So this is append queries. Now you have appended financials one and financials two. What you can do at that time, you can just disable the load. If you disable the load, what will happen? So you will see that you have disabled the load, and if you click on close and apply, you will only get the appended query. You don't want these two queries, right? So in that case, you can click on close and apply, and you will be having the appended query here on the table. Okay, clear with the point?
Okay.
Yeah,
But 900 rows it's showing again appended query.
yeah, you have to like minimize that, right? See, what you can do is you just have to see 900 rows are there. So in that case, what you have to do, you have to remove certain rows which are repeated. Okay, so you can just remove certain rows which are repeated there. Okay, see, you can just keep or remove the duplicates, keep the duplicates. Okay, so all these things you can just try to do it. Clear? So if I just click on this, remove the bottom rows. So now if you see the count, it will be fine. Okay, okay, it's there in the this one like financials. I should have done it for this one. Okay, clear with that?
Okay.
Yeah. So you can just go for removing the bottom row. Now next one, what is to be seen here is now what I'll do. I'll just enable the load, and I'll be creating these points. Also, I'll just try to delete these things and get reference. I'll just hit all the three at once. Now, so you have the bottom rows. Let me go for transform and not reversal, of course. And let me click on count rows. You can also practice meanwhile, so you will also get time. You just practice it, okay? So okay, so it's 700 rows. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll just make a copy of it. So I'll just have query one and just rename this as query two, right? So I'll be having query one and query two. Query one, what I'll do here is I'll try to remove certain columns. Okay, so I'll be closing those unwanted applications there, so that the time would be reduced. Right. So what I'll do here is I'll try to remove country, product, and discount band. Okay. So assume that you have got only these columns in the query one. All right. Next, what I should do, I'll be retaining the country segment. Along with that, I have got country segment, product, and discount band. I'll try to remove the other columns. Okay. So holding the shift key, you can select columns and you can remove the other columns. Okay. Now imagine this is a scenario and you want to have query which is a resultant of query 1 and query 2. Okay, so which is a resultant of query 1 and query 2. So there is an option in Power BI called as merge queries. Okay, so there is an option in Power BI called as merge queries. Now if you want to perform merge queries, what you should do, you should identify a common column in both the queries. Okay, so you should identify a common column in both the queries. Okay, So what is the common column in both the queries?
The segments.
Yes. Okay. So I'll just click on segment here and I'll be having the selection made. And these are the different types of joints which are there in the moment. Okay. So left outer joint, right outer joint. See, there is a definition as well. Like all from the first, matching the second. Matching from second, sorry. And next one, we have got a right outer joint, which says that all from second, matching from first. Next, full outer joint, inner joint, left anti, and we have got right anti. Okay, so let me select left outer joint here and click on OK. Got it? See, I'll show you how these joints work in a while. So once I have got the joints, so this one is query one, and this one is say query two. So we have got tables and we have got columns here, not tables. We have got columns here. Now, once I want to see a new query, which is a resultant of query 1 plus query 2, what I'll do in case of say left outer join. Okay, so we have got a new query by taking this as a left query, taking this one as a right query. Okay, so if I want to perform the left outer join, so I will be having all the contents of query 1, and there are common contents of query 1 and query 2 which we have considered here, and this one is called as a like segment, what we see in the query what we have used. Okay, so this is a left outer join where all the contents of the left query are there, and we are having the common contents which are there in both query 1 and query 2. Okay, so that's where we are going to use the left outer join. The most commonly used one is the left outer join. So next, in the same way, we have got the right outer join. So if you want to see all the contents at first in the query, so we'll be going for right outer join, and we are going to see the common contents which are there in column 1 and column 2. So that's why we call it as right outer join. All right. So next we have got full outer join. Okay. So next we have got full outer join. So what it means in full outer join? Can you make a idea like what would you mean by full join or full outer join? Can you understand like what is a full outer join? Can you make an attempt to understand that? Like you have anything in your mind? Have you discussed that previously, or can you give a rough guess on what do you mean by full outer join?
Rough guess.
Rough guess,
Like
yes.
combination. Very like it's better reading it like it's not striking properly.
Okay, fine. So it means that you are going to have all the contents which are there in query 1 and
Cool.
query 2. Okay, so this is all the contents which are there in query 1 and query 2. So this is meaning of full outer join. Okay, so
Okay.
once you like I have given you only a basics of joins here, but once these joins are quite similar to the SQL join. Okay, so if you want to combine the data in one table and the second table you have the rest of the data. If you want to have a resultant table, okay, if you want to have
Mm-hmm.
a resultant table, you will be going for using the SQL joins. Okay,
Okay.
clear with that? So this is what do you mean by full outer join and inner inner join. So the last one. So inner join would be the one which is like an intersection. Okay,
Only
which
the segments
provides
will be displayed.
a segment is common. So A intersection B. Okay. So if I want to perform the type of join which is intersection, so I'll be going for the intersection of joins, and I'll be only having a column which is segment. Okay. Now again, if you don't want to load the data into the report view, you can disable the load. Clear? You can disable the load like this. All right. Now this is the merge query, what we have got. Now what happens here? All the contents of the left table are there, and we have got a query which is there here. See the new table which was there. So this is the query, and I can just see the columns like country, product, and discount band directly mapped to that. Okay, so we have got
Mm-hmm.
country, product, and discount band.
Discount bank.
Okay, clear with
Hello.
that?
Yeah.
Got it? So this is the idea that we
Yes.
have got for append queries and merge query. Clear with the point here? So append queries and
Mm-hmm.
the merge queries are being clear here. Any doubt in that?
No. And what happened to the query column now? It just now you showed me on query. That's written in the starting, is it? Or something?
Which one?
No, no. You showed me on query column, but when you move to the right or something,
Yeah.
there's no more query column there.
Yes, so that expanded query is there here. See, I have expanded the query. What is that
Okay.
query to? So this query to is there here in the tail, like column. It has come to that column. Okay. So this query was having columns. Like I'll show you how it does. See, this was the query column, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, there is a double-ended fork, sort of a symbol,
Okay.
and I just click that, and I can have segment, and I can
Select all the
unclick
columns to be
the
expanded. Yeah.
original name, and you have got country, product, and discount band.
Okay.
Okay, clear with my point here?
Yeah.
Got it? So this is how we get the columns which were there in the query. Clear?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Merging. Yeah. Got it.
Yes. So
Merging of two tables. Yeah.
yes. So that's why we have it as merging of two queries. Okay. So we call it as queries. So you see, if
Queries.
I disable the load, I will only have the queries like merge query and the append query. Okay. The append is deleted as of now. So we'll be having merge queries only. Okay. See here, financials and the merge query. Clear with the point here?
Yeah. Vijay, yeah.
Okay. Got it. Fine. So next, let me show you some simple visualization features and we can wind up. And we will be having visualizations like the one which we see here. Let me just add a sales, and let me just add the country. Okay. So have you practiced scatter plot? What is, I mean, which type of visual is used to analyze 4D?
4D.
Yeah, 4D, or identifying two different axes.
Type this thing. Actually, no. I've only used mostly these ones. Line chart. All the top four charts. Then
I
card
think
charts mostly.
scatter plot is done right for you.
Yeah, it is done, but I didn't get to use most of it. Like usually, all of this thing were on DAX functions on these ones, right?
Okay.
So I use mostly all of those.
Yeah, so you can expect that question. The answer would be scatter plot. Okay. So to analyze like two different axes over a bubble or over the play axis, you will be going for the scatter plot. Okay.
But
So
what kind of a data will be showing? Like what kind of data will be needed to be showed over a scatter plot?
okay, see the data we can show it if you have say, see here, this is the scatter plot, right? See, once you see the scatter plot, you will come to see all the different like options here. Like you have got x-axis, y-axis, values, size, play axis. Okay. So if you want to analyze, say, sales, this is the sum of sales. Okay. Next, you have got profit as well, right? So you want to analyze profit over the, okay, let me not use profit. So let me go for discount band and use it in the legend. Okay. See, you have got the profit. See how it has been
Okay.
split up. So you have got profit,
Sales and
sales,
discounts.
sorry, and you have got with different
Discount
discount
bands.
bands as a legend. Okay. Now let me come to the values. Now in the values, I'll just add the a sale type. Okay. So which we have got it from the conditional column. So these are the
Mhm.
values which we are there. So these are the different sale types.
14
Okay.
million. Okay.
So that is also associated with the discount band. Now, if you don't want to associate it, let me use this segment and make you understand. So these are the different segments in the values.
Segments.
Okay,
Mhm.
got it? So see here,
Yeah.
these are the
Okay.
different segments. Small business, all these things are there. See, if you want to see small business, see only small businesses with the high discount band is there. Okay. Next, what you want to analyze? You want to analyze the profit as well. Okay. See, we have got the scattered variables or the values that we have in the 4D axis. See, if you take a line and if you have x and y axis from the center of the chart to the other ways. Okay, so I'll just show you here. Yeah, I'll annotate. See, just like this one. You got variables displayed on the axis like this, right? Getting my point? So this is x axis, y axis, this is negative x axis and negative y axis.
Y
Okay,
axis. Okay.
right? So on the x-axis, what we have got? We have got sales, and on the y-axis, what we have got? We have got
Products.
yeah,
Profit. Profit.
yeah, we have got profit, right? So don't you think that you are analyzing two different axes here, sales and profit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So we have got the analysis being done where you have got high profit and high sales. So these are the discount band and segment that you need to focus on when you are doing a business. Clear with my point?
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah.
Okay, so we have got all these things which are there at the moment. Okay, so next what we are going to do here is we are going to have say size of it. Okay, so we are going to see the size of it, which is nothing but say the units sold. I want to see like whether we have high units sold for this one, and let me see that with the help of the size. Okay, this is the size here.
Okay.
Okay, clear. Now I want to see how it is functioning over a period of time. So what I'll be doing, I'll be adding the play axis in the date here. So I got the play axis. Every day's sales and profit and which discount band. So how is it functioning? Okay. So we will get to know over a period of time. Okay. So always the play axis will be in terms of the scatter chart. All right.
Okay.
Clear with the point?
Mostly for time series analysis, like something like over a period of time,
See,
this is the
time
best
series
graph to use.
analysis is something related to line chart. So this one we are calling it as
Yeah.
the quadrant
4D.
analysis. If you want to do a 4D quadrant analysis, like four dimensions which are there, like x and y, so two different axes, if you want to analyze, you will be going for a scatter plot. Okay, clear with the point?
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
see, now there is one thing that you can also do it, like which makes use of summarize as an action. Like I want to summarize this. I want to see a simple AI feature which I can use it at the moment. So what I'll do, I'll just right click on any of the bubble and you have got summarize as an option. So you can click on summarize as an option where the summary of this visual is being shown here in the creative uh, narrative visual. Okay, so which means that see we have got a creative visual on that point. Clear with the point? See, this is the
Okay.
creative visual which we have seen. So we can also increase the size of it and bold it. And these are the key insights what you can generate within a click of a button. Okay, so these are the
Yeah.
key
Yes, I
insights
used.
that you can use it in the click of a button. Okay, got my point here, Vijay?
Yeah. Got it.
See,
Got
you
it.
can use it directly like this. You can alter it and keep it. So as of now, I've just shown you for this. Okay, let me just show you for the enterprise. Let me click on summarize. Okay, so we are getting it for the entire visual. So don't think that we clicked on only the government and we are getting it. See, we are clicked on only for the entire visual. So this is applicable only for the entire visual which we have at the moment. Clear?
Okay.
Got it? So
Yeah.
I hope that things are clear. So let me just show you one more
Yeah.
thing here again, so that it will be quite easy. So we have got a custom visual that we can import it. Okay. So these are the native visuals, what you see. And how to import a custom visual, you should have a Power BI service account and you should go for getting more visuals. Okay. So you can click on getting more visuals, and Power BI has a recent update of December. So next week you are going to see that, and we are going to see few more custom visuals in this one. So if you have a Power BI service account and you just logged into that, and in Power BI we can have few more visuals which are like filtered over time, filters, infographics, KPIs, maps, narratives. So I'll just make use of narrative here, and I'll be having all the different narratives at this point of time. Okay, so let me just go for change over time, and let me just use this animated bar chart race. Okay, so using
They
this
got
visual,
Gantt chart also.
yeah, you can use
They have Gantt
anything,
chart also
and
that one.
yeah, you can use Gantt chart. Okay, and this is the app source, just like your like Google Play, or
Google
if
Play.
you're having iOS, whatever it is. So it is more or less related to the different visuals that are there in the moment. Okay, so you can take any one of the visuals and you can perform. So this blue tick mark, just like the certified one, see, you can see Power BI certified written there, which means that it is the visual which is certified by Power BI and you can use it in your visualization. And it doesn't mean that you cannot use the other visual. You can use whichever the visuals that is there. Okay,
Tick
clear for
marks are
all?
verified ones or tested
Yeah,
ones.
verified ones, you can use it quite easily. So there will not be errors and all. So this is a word cloud. Okay. So I'll just use the word cloud. You know what is a word cloud, right? So most of the UI specialists use this word cloud, and I'll just add it to the visualization pane. So once I add it to the visualization pane here, so I have got the visualization pane having the word cloud, which is there here. Or there is an option to unpin this visualization. Okay, so there is an option, and you can just pin this visualization to visualization pin. So which means that you should pin it and use it. Okay, so let me quickly show that. So let me add sales, and let me add country. Okay, so the highest font size will give you the highest sales. Okay, so highest font size, the one which is there here, like this one. The values I should put, so I can use the sales here. See, you're getting the sales, right? So higher the font size, higher will be the sales. Okay,
Okay.
clear? So always you should pin your visualization to the visualization pin, always. Clear?
Okay.
Got it?
Got it.
Any doubts here up to this point? So we'll wind it up now, and let me
Okay.
see if I can take another class later in the second half
In the
of the
evening.
day. I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay? Or else you
Okay.
just try to practice more.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Definitely.
So I hope that this class was beneficial to you, and you can find it quite
Yeah.
convenient.
Definitely.
So hopefully we are in the verge of completing. So we have got only few more topics left. So 22nd would be the last date that I have planned. So we'll be completing it on 22nd itself. Okay, or earlier